Hi everyone, and welcome to Day 4 of Blood Cancer UK's Walk the World Challenge and my own personal 200-mile blood walk, which is 200 miles within the month of October. From the 1st till the 31st, I aim to walk 200 miles and raise as much money as I can for Blood Cancer UK. And as I've said previously in a few videos, it's a matter that's close to my heart, being someone who has a type of blood cancer myself. But as I said, I was going to give you a little bit of daily stats, facts and figures. I've just nicely passed the 5-mile mark. That is enough for me today because I've already done just under 3 with the dogs earlier on today. So nibbling away at that really big target, which is really important. Into next week, I'll probably try and slide 2 10-milers in because I need to just sort of, as I've said before, give myself that breathing space and a little bit of a cushion just to cover any unforeseen eventualities, or if I want to have a slightly easier day, but still moving positively forward to that 200 miles. Now the stats, facts and figures, very brief as I said, but on average there's up to 500 children a year in the UK under the age of 15 who will contract some form of blood cancer. Now I don't know whether that's a slight underestimation, but it's there in black and white anyway from the so-called experts. But it's said that up to 400 of those will contract some form of leukemia, and the other approximate 100 will be contracting a lymphoma or type of lymphoma. So as we know, cancer does not discriminate, and it does affect all age groups, but that's the facts on those children every year in the UK under the age of 15. Now, what else I did quickly read up on was it is believed that, and I say believed, it's there in black and white again, but apparently an increased likelihood to contract leukemia if you are 65 and over, you've been exposed to certain toxic chemicals, chemotherapy, genetic disorders, family history, Down syndrome, and excessive exposure, first and second hand, to tobacco smoke, which just quickly leads me on to healthy living really, and how our lifestyles can have a little bit of an impact on how we are, and reducing the risks a little bit. I know there's a lot of things that are out of our control, which is unfortunate, but we can make some tweaks to our lifestyle and life choices, and I know it's very difficult in this day and age. I find it difficult myself. Convenience foods, fast foods, a little tipple on a weekend or on a night after a hard day at the office, but just those little tweaks to diet and reducing our weight if we're a little bit overweight, and again just going back to that excessive exposure to tobacco smoke. So some things are within our control, or we can at least manage our lives that little bit better. But obviously the stats there for the children under 15, but it's right across the board. People can have blood cancer of all ages. I've spoke about the increased likelihood of contracting leukemia there, and I'll try and just bring a little bit more to your attention as I go along. But for me now, I've got about half a mile left. It's time for tea. That's another good little total in the bag for today. I may have tomorrow off, so I may just post some pictures and a few stats, facts and figures just to give myself that little day off in your ears, a little bit of a day off from me just droning on. But I'm going to keep walking, and please keep donating, and let's together do some good for those with bad blood.